small block Chevy, crank flange, LS. So the flex plate bolts right on, bolts right up to a turbo 400.
So you can put any of the transmissions up to this?
Any GM transmission, this bolts right up.
All right, here we are in the Chevy booth at SEMA with Russ, and this has been one of the buzzes of SEMA is the electric Copo. And I don't know a whole lot about electric cars, so you're one of the experts on the project, right?
Yeah, we're involved from the beginning.
So tell me all about this. Where did it come from? What's the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, so pretty exciting. At GM, you know, electrification is a big part of our future. So in performance, we tried to understand what would be the next steps for electrification and how we could tie that into performance. This is our 50th anniversary at Copo, 69 Camaro. You look at our past, present,
yeah.
and now here's what our future could be.
Yep.
General Motors crate engines has been the core of our performance parts line.
Sure.
So what we wanted to say is what could we do for the next generation of crate motors? So we developed a package that's a direct replacement for small block Chevy. Bell housing, small block Chevy, crank flange, LS. So the flex plate bolts right on, bolts right up to a turbo 400.
So you can put any of the transmissions up to this?
Any GM transmission, this bolts right up, torque converter pulls up to it. And then we developed some battery modules, so it's an 800 volt system, which most cars are running under 400. This runs 800 volts, and we built 4 battery modules that are each 200 volts that would have the capability to be able, depending on the vehicle you put it in, you could put it in where it would fit. So
really?
in the Camaro, there's 2 in the trunk, and then 2 in the back seat in each passenger seat. So about this one particularly, so we also designed it modularly so that it could either have 1 core, 2 core, or 3 cores. This is actually has 2 cores, which is at the 800 volts makes about 720 horsepower.
Okay.
And about 630 foot-pounds of torque.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so the torque's lower on it.
Well, it is, and part of that is the 800 volts, because what the voltage does is it actually extends the power range.
Okay.
So this makes peak power at over 9,000. So we've had a lot of discussions.
You say over 9,000?
It's over 9,000!
Yes, it makes peak torque at 1 RPM. And
yeah, instantly,
so
right?
if you think about what an engine, you know, I've talked to a lot of engine guys. 25 years I've been doing engines for GM. I mean,
yeah.
It's been an interesting transition, but I've never had an engine that makes peak torque at 1
instantly
and makes peak power at 10,000. You know, you always have a trade-off. Something that makes high power has low torque.
Yeah.
So it's really very an innovative piece, and the whole point is what could you do for the hot rodder? So, you know, people ask, well, when's it coming? I kind of think it's more of a when than an if. I think for sure this is where we're heading, right, with electrification. This is kind of our first foray into it, and I'll tell you the response has just been incredible.
Oh, yeah.
General Motors with our vision of electrification, and now this just shows that electrification can be cool and really have amazing performance.
I agree.
This will be a high 9-second car. It weighs 3,480, 720 horse, and then with our partners Hancock and Lane and Pat McHugh, they're the ultimate chassis tuners. So I'm sure you'll see amazing times out of it.
It's perfect timing too. I think Tesla's helped to push the world into being more comfortable with electric, especially in the performance world. So it is great timing, and it's exciting to see something like this.
And we're just excited to lead, and really there's just so many people that come to the booth and just want to learn, and that's been me. I mean, been learning so much about it, and really the opportunities of the future. It's such in its infancy right now. You just look at the possibilities, and it's just awesome.
Oh yeah.
General Motors is pushing those limits. We're excited.
The power plants in this current generation, what's offered outside of the electric?
So in our production Copo, we have a 350 supercharged, a 350 normally aspirated, and a 427 normally aspirated.
And now the electric.
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully. And you said there may be different versions of it?
Well,
or just one for the Copo?
How we design the motor is depending on how much power you need. We can have 350, 700,
so you'll have different electric packages as well.
So you think about a 32 Chevy 5-window with a single stack, 350 horse.
Yep.
I mean, you pull into cruise night, people will be blown away.
Yep.
It's silent. It sounds like an RC car. It's pretty cool.
And so you said 34 100 pounds?
3480.
And how heavy are the gas?
About 250 pounds heavier.
Okay, so it's a little
There's
heavier.
700 pounds of battery, and the motor assembly is about 300 pounds.
So tell me what we're looking at under the hood here.
So under the
The
hood,
batteries are inside, right?
So the batteries, 2 in the back seat, 2 in the trunk. Under
Okay.
the hood, we have the motor assembly, so there's the dual rotors underneath. Then these are the DC to AC converters. So there's a contactor box up here. The battery voltage comes in, and then there's switches and contactors that control the power, and really that's all about the safety. Then the voltage comes out into each inverter, and then 800 volt DC goes in, and 3-phase 800 volt AC goes out to run each motor. Through that conversion process, it makes heat. So
I was wondering what the fill cap was for here.
this actually cools the inverters. So the coolant system runs through that, and then the batteries are actually water cooled too. So the batteries, we had a partner, Hybrid Design Systems, and Bloodshed helped us with the actual packaging and a full battery management system. Safety was the whole key from day one.
Oh yeah.
And we had all trained technicians, and everyone that uses and works around the car is trained. I mean, obviously 800 volts, 1400 amps. It's a lot of power.
Serious stuff.
So it has to be very, you really have to respect the standards that are set. I mean, everyone, oh, ugly orange wires, those things should be okay. That's a good indicator. You don't want to cut it. You don't want
what you're touching, what you're doing with it. That's
We're just super excited to be, you know, on that cutting edge of what can be the future, and that's what we've been doing at GM with electrification, and this is just that next step in the performance space.
Yeah. Well, I'll be waiting for the version of this with a VIN number on it. That's what I'm excited for.
Or at least you can take your whatever you have and plug this into your street car.
There we go. That's
Like
another
I said,
thing I'm very excited
Cars
for.
and Coffee. Pull into Cars and Coffee with one of these. I promise you'll be the talk of the town. So that's that's my vision. So
Any general ETA if everything gets worked out the way you want it to?
The whole thing will be right now our next steps. First off, again, now with the response, I think there'll be a lot more people back home wanting to talk about it. So now it's like, all right, let's get serious about how do you make something that's a really safe package that the customer can take and be comfortable that, you know, one of the struggles is gasoline is dangerous, but everybody has become comfortable and understood it.
Yeah.
So you really, with electrification, people are just in the learning stage. So how do you manage the safety part? I mean, GM, that's our overriding priority. So that'll be the next step, and that'll really drive, you know, when it comes to market. But we did this with professionals, and it'll only be in the hands of them. So, you know, we're at a range where we're very comfortable, but to hand it off to anybody that has enough money to buy it is really the next step.
For sure. Well, I know the world's anxious for it. I mean, look how many people around here just looking at the project. This is like...
It's been overwhelming, the people and the interest and great conversations.
You gotta be proud.
I'm proud of the team. We're just trying to drive the bus, that's all.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Love the project. Looking forward to seeing it.
Have a good day, sir.